Welcome to Creativity TV. I am Petra Elze Jekel. Every week I will be bringing you the frequency weather for the upcoming week. First I bring it to the group of creative entrepreneurs on Facebook. You're very welcome to join us there. And you can influence the weather by being live with me there, with your energy and also your questions and remarks. After that I will be giving another video that is a bit more processed already. That's this one. And you are very welcome in this Creativity TV frequency weather for week 30, if I'm not mistaken. It will be such a week of simplicity, quietness, deep processing and letting go. And maybe even being very, very tired. The feedback moment of life is every moment in which we are truly open to understand the world as being inside and outside of our skin, as being one world. To accept that the soul is the not being seen but can be felt absolute perspective from which life is seen in the correct soul perspective. Seen from which everything is outside world, what we can see. Our bodies, the world, social situations, insecurities, unfairnesses, our new cars, flowers, our holidays. And seen from that perspective, everything is a mirror. How I dress, how I talk, who I am, how you react, what you do to me, how my youth was, and I think about it right now. Everything is feedback. And when you can let that feedback sink into that layer behind the scene layer, into your soul layer where creativity stems from, that's where feedback can be absorbed in such a way that it feeds the creative flow that can come to the world from you uniquely in your creative identity way, which no one else does like that. So that's what this week could be about. The color of the cards that are about it is black. We're still using the first deck to draw, and I'm making the third deck to make it a new version, which is still in the process. So they're supposed to be black, just like part of my outfit. And it's a mirror theme, that's the symbol. We shouldn't be afraid of the black. We shouldn't be afraid of the deep, sparkling mirror that can be so black. because in fact it means that you can see who you truly are when you have let go of all the other layers that you're not. So this is a very important theme for this week. I hope you truly understand that it's a very, very positive omen theme. Being conscious of death, of black, of what you are not, is not only key to accepting who you are and what maybe could truly be a nice, positive, real step to making your life. It's that when we get into contact with death, like for instance seeing a skull, or in older paintings that you see this vanitas piece where there's a skull in it and a candle, for instance, that's blown out maybe, so death. That you can make truly contact with what life means. And what the livelihood core is of all things in life that we deem so valuable, and they are. This is absolutely no invitation to discard life. It is the invitation to accept life fully by accepting death. The death that is present in our most blooming, fruitful, summery moment in this place of the earth at least. And then in the core of that, there's also death. And then you get into the beyond layer, which is not meant to hide yourself in the beyond layer, but it's meant to recognize what it all means to be a soulful, creative co-creator on that meta level, and have life and death before you, black and white, in all the different life situations like food, family, work, sexuality, creativity, traveling, getting older, starting a family, education, building a business, building an entrepreneurship from multiple businesses and projects, making a piece of art, meditating for a moment. And to see all that in its rightful place that it has, or rather to experience it in the rightful place that it has. Because it all has a rightful place. Nothing is more or less or out of place. Even the ego that we just tend to say, oh, that's the ego, is not good. Well, it's there. It will never go. It's your willpower that is a little bit lost in the woods, and you can let it come home. Just like the other aspects that we talked about, you can let it come home. So if letting that all come home within you this week takes you, for instance, 5 days off, in which you sleep a lot, truly rest, put everything off, no social media, then I bless you, because that might just be what you need. Let's just close our eyes for a few seconds. To feel that rest together. And a key to that rest is hearing. Hearing with the inner ear. Listening on the ground of your being. Putting your ear on the soil, on the earth. Having ears on the soles of your feet. To be able to listen to what your mother, the earth, where your body and your whole physical life stems from, is telling you. How do you co-create with her? And can you listen to the messages that this co-creation partner, the earth, is giving you every moment freely? Because that was the third card that came up from the manifestation cards for entrepreneurs that I draw for these weekly frequency weather messages. Hearing, card number 1, with a ball as a symbol. The ball that we stand in, that we sit in, that is our hips. The ball that we stand in, that is the earth. As a bed that can carry all our weight, we can lay down for a moment. On her and in her. To listen. Listen with all our being to what she tells us. A true beginning. And a true ending. I wish you. And I grant you, as far as that's in my power, to even do that or say that to you. As far as you can hear that. Let's just wipe away some dust and clouds. Just be together in this moment. You know you can join us in our group, don't you? Creative entrepreneurs. You don't need to be or do anything. Just join. You'll see. You are already a manifester, a co-creator in the core of your being. You are already a person who has a creative identity, a unique one that just flows. Maybe it will flow better even after this week, after you're rested, but tired or rested. You can always post whatever is in your heart with the hashtag creative question, and we will feedback you and support you in a loving way. Maybe sometimes direct, or it is complex, or it is just we see you and we say that we see you, and how nice could that feel in your question situation. Whether it's a question about being, about creating art, creating a project, creating business, or creating entrepreneurship, which is a conglomerate of businesses, meditative moments, projects, artworks. So you are cordially invited to join and ask your creative question. That's why we started this worldwide, mostly English-speaking group, a little bit of Dutch we still have. We'll have to see if we keep the Dutch. I thought maybe we just take a new card extra from Doreen Virtue's deck of, no, it's not really Doreen Virtue's. It's of course from Tony Carmine Salerno. Excuse me. From Mary Magdalene, forming together with Jesus Christ a soulful fitting together couple. Which they still do. Which is one of the topics of creativity too, by the way. Having a soulful creative relationship with your soul counterpart. that's a creative process too, isn't it? To not have a relationship in the old-fashioned sense, like, yeah, now we have a common understanding in our head and now we can buy a house together. It's great. But it's not yet from your creative essence. Well, but when it comes from the creative essence, then it could be like that then. It just differs in frequency. In fact, the soulful interaction as a life partner that is that soul counterpart, I would almost say you don't feel it, because it resonates completely with you. So you don't even feel it, kinda like. And of course you feel it because there's an expansion of your soul frequency. So yeah, don't know why that came up. Maybe that could be a beautiful result of resting, feedbacking yourself, looking in your mirror yourself for next week. 2, that you can make a step there for yourself that is not a step, but a soulful result. Yes. So we have an angel, a sort of a protection angel with wings, and she's lying down. A protective angel. So I love that. Let's say we are resting in bed and at least someone lies next to us and wraps her wings around us and protects us. And sounds good to me. And the second one I got is to become free. The moment you become free, the action that breaks through yourself, that is freeing yourself. The big freedom movement that comes from within. And she has a star on her third eye and flames in her irises, in her eyes, and horns on her head. It's a very powerful sign. So let it just be that. Let it just be your freeing week. That you can absolutely enjoy in that specific way. And from that, spread out to the other people and to the world. Because that's just the way in which life works. You don't go to the world outside first and then drag all kinds of people in your life and then say, that's cool, now we're done. Now we have a relationship, an artwork, a business, a co-worker, a colleague. So how are you going to know what you need, what the other person, what you want in the other person, how you are going to treat the other person, how you're going to coach those people, if you don't have experience yourself in that exact business field. How do you think you are going to receive from that person? How you're going to even find them, maybe that's what I should say. When you don't know in an experiential way what your own business energy is and how you do those business processes that you have to do every day, tasks, marketing, coaching, service, building systems, calling people, writing people. You see? How do you expect all of that to fit you seamlessly when you don't even have a soulful experience how you would do that for yourself? So that's maybe the business lesson of this week, to put it like that. Don't look for a partner or a co-creation when you don't experience yet how you do your own business. When you are fully done there, and it takes many years, in business it takes 7 to 9 years, then maybe that partner will come. That's more of a realistic look upon holistic business, and that's what I coach in Me Economy. So yes, let's just bless this moment together again and again and again. I love you. I wish us co-creation. Join our group on Facebook. It's called Creative Entrepreneurs Sharing Their Heart's Mission. And have a good week. See you next week.